right, everyone. Todd Unger here in the Coin Now studio. I want to go ahead and give you a live look at where Portland Police will soon be doing a press conference. They're going to be giving the public an update on what happened last night when we saw two Portland police officers shot in the line of duty. It has been since 2021 that a Portland police officer was shot in the line of duty. So Portland Police will be giving an update on those two officers that were shot last night. We do understand they are stable, so that is certainly some really good news on this Tuesday. But Portland Police scheduled to begin just any minute now, giving an update on those two officers, as well as the search for a suspect. So they still have not located a suspect. They do have a description out, which I'm sure they'll be going over here. In these types of situations, sometimes when there's an officer involved shooting, the suspect's right there. It's an easy arrest. Sometimes it is not. Let's go ahead and see. I think they're going to be coming up here, and you would expect Police Chief Bob Day to speak. You can also see Nathan Vasquez, Multnomah County DA is there. Let's go ahead and listen in now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I am Mike Benner, Public Information Manager here at the Portland Police Bureau. We are, of course, here to discuss the events of last night where two of our officers were shot while on duty. I can share that at 8:21 last night, officers assigned to our North Precinct responded to the area of Northeast 21st Avenue and Northeast Clackamas Street. The caller who contacted 911 reported that a man he did not know had threatened him with a knife. Officers arrived and located the suspect on Northeast Clackamas Street between Northeast 16th Avenue and Northeast 17th Avenue. Sometime during this encounter, the suspect fired shots at the officers, striking both of them. The officers were transported to the hospital by ambulance. I can share that one officer sustained 2 gunshot wounds and the other sustained 1. The suspect fled on foot, and additional officers immediately set up a perimeter. As you know by now, a large-scale search followed, hours-long search, mind you, with our Special Emergency Reaction Team, Crisis Negotiation Team, and Air Support Unit. We used our Unmanned Aircraft Systems Unit, also known as drones, as well as a canine, but we were unable to locate the suspect and suspended the search early this morning. We did release a photo of the suspect. Here are 2 images right here. He appears to be a white male in his mid-30s with facial hair. He was wearing a black baseball cap, black jacket, over a gray hooded sweatshirt. He had black pants and black shoes. He was also seen with a black backpack. We have received numerous tips from the public and want to thank everyone for their assistance. If you live in this area, we ask that you check your security cameras if you have not been contacted by police yet. And once again, please email any tips to crimetips@police.portlandoregon.gov. And now I'd like to introduce Deputy Chief Chris Jovic. Chris spelled C-H-R-I-S and Jovic spelled G-J-O-V-I-K. Deputy Chief.
Thanks, Mike. Good afternoon. Last night, 2 of our officers were shot while doing the work they swore an oath to do, protect others even at great personal risk. Both of the injured officers were incredibly fortunate. 1 inch can make all the difference when you're dealing with gunshot wounds, and the outcome could have been far worse for the injured officers. It's a moment that shakes our police family to its core. It's a reminder that beyond this uniform and badge are human beings. Our officers are parents, spouses, sons and daughters, and friends within our community. They have active and meaningful lives and people who support and love them. We are beyond grateful that both officers remain in stable condition this afternoon. We are keeping them and their loved ones close to our hearts. No one should face gunfire simply for showing up to serve. I'm incredibly proud of the courage shown by our officers involved and by every member of PPB who ran to danger to help their coworkers and the community. Their bravery reflects the very best of our profession. We are incredibly appreciative of our support shown by the community. Mayor Wilson, DA Vasquez, other elected officials, and members of our law enforcement community have reached out in support. But lastly, I want to speak directly to the people who live and work in the Sullivan's Gulch neighborhood. I know the fear and uncertainty you're feeling right now is very real. While we haven't apprehended the suspect responsible, we want to assure you that we have dedicated homicide detectives and officers assigned to this case, and we will pursue all leads to bring this to custody as quickly as possible. You may see an increased police presence in the area as we work to solve this case. And please know that if we had information that suggested an immediate risk to the public, we would put that information out to you for your safety. And once again, if you saw anything or have security footage of the incident, please contact us through our tip line. Thank you, and now I'd like to introduce DA Nathan Vasquez.
Well, thank you for coming today. And first, I want to say that my thoughts are first and foremost with the two officers who were shot in the line of duty. I was shocked when I received this news last night. And I can tell you that my wife and I are so grateful that they survived and that they're on the path to recovery. The outcome is truly a testament to their strength, their teamwork to take care of fellow officers, and really the life-saving effort that was put forward. This is a horrific reminder of the dangers that they face. These officers put themselves in harm's way to protect our community, our families. And what happened to them? This was a serious act of violence that will be treated with the utmost gravity. And I'll tell you that an attack on law enforcement is an attack on the safety of this community. Our office is working closely with the investigators to ensure that the facts are thoroughly gathered and that we will pursue full accountability in the justice system. When this person is apprehended, my office will hold him accountable to the fullest extent of the law. To the officers and their families, you have my full support and the full support of my office. We will stand with you, and we are committed to seeing this person held accountable. Thank you.
All right, folks, I just want to jump in here to let anyone who's just turning in, we're listening to Portland Police and local officials give an update on two officers that were shot in the line of duty last night. Both are recovering. There's still an active search for a suspect. Let's go ahead and listen back in.
We lost an officer to gunfire in the line of duty was January of 1998. One of the follow-up questions I've been receiving is how often do our officers come under fire and have deadly force used against them? It is numerous times over recent years, but we don't have those numbers readily available. But I do have someone working on that right now and can hopefully share that by late afternoon in time for the newscasts. With that, we will open up to Q&A. Please understand that we are in the throes of it right now. We have people on the street working this case actively as we speak, so there's not a whole lot more we can share beyond what we did, but we're happy to entertain some questions.
How exactly are you going to find this person? What's the strategy there, given the description you've given and the grainy kind of photos? Where is that? What's the status there, and what are the challenges there? It's been working with.
Yeah, I mean, this is our strategy, right? We're putting out information for the public to respond to. We've received numerous tips from the area residents and from people outside of that area. So we're following up on all of those tips, hoping we can garner more information, more video footage, and bring this to arrest.
Was there any return gunfire from the police?
There was no exchange of gunfire.
No exchange.
The threat to the individual who called this in, was it done in conjunction with some kind of theft? Were they trying to steal something from that individual?
I have no information regarding that.
Are you able to go more into the officer's specific condition and also where they were shot, the specifics on the injury?
No, I'm not going to share that. They're crime victims at this point, and we're treating them as such.
Are they speaking? Have either of them been released from the hospital at this time?
They're both in stable condition at the hospital right now.
Was there any indication when you arrived at the scene that this individual was armed with a firearm?
No, there was no indication of that.
Can you share how many officers responded to the scene initially and what precinct they were assigned to?
The members were assigned to North Precinct. Throughout the entire event, it was a citywide response.
So when the officers arrived, was there any exchange of words? Was there any communication between this individual and the officers? What was said?
I don't know specifically what is said. I've not viewed the body camera footage. That is all being handled by detectives. And these people are in, medical distress at this point, so they have not been able to be interviewed.
Last night, Chief Day said that the gunfire happened pretty immediately after they made contact with the suspect. Do you know how much time lapsed between when they made contact with him and when gunfire
I don't
was?
have an exact time. Sorry.
Obviously, this is body camera stills, right? How essential is body camera in this investigation right now? It's somewhat new to the department.
Yeah, over the last year and a half, we've had our body cameras, and this is going to be incredibly important to closing this case.
Do you have other surveillance from the area that you're?
We're taking in all tips right now, and we're following up on all of them. I don't have a specific number of surveillance cameras that we have. Yeah.
Do you plan to release the video as well so that folks can get a better idea of who the suspect might be?
Yeah, this is an interesting case, right? These are two police officers that are victims of a very heinous crime, right? So we have to respect their privacy as well. So I imagine we will distribute the body cam footage when it's appropriate to do so.
Are we still calling the suspect armed and dangerous? And if so, are there any messages to the people in that community? I spoke with people today that said they're still feeling fearful. So what's the language we're using?
I think I'll refer back to my previous statement that, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to think that this person doesn't still have a gun or a knife, right? If we have any specific articulable information that shows a risk to the public, we will get that information out as soon as we have it.
Does the Bureau have access to or contract with a company that would say deploy artificial intelligence to match?
No.
Then that's not something that the Bureau would do.
No, the city doesn't allow that.
Is the search still just in that Lloyd District, Gulch area, or are you working with other agencies in other counties to
We are
extend that?
taking in every lead that we possibly can and following up on each of those leads wherever they may be.
You said that this shook your bureau to its core. What are you guys doing to support your officers at this time?
You know, we have a very robust wellness program, an EAP program, and they're working overtime to take care of our folks. I mean, this is obviously a very shocking incident for all of us.
And can you just share how many
This is the last question.
initially responded to the threat with weapon call and which hospital these two officers were taken to?
I don't have the information that you need, and I'm not going to disclose the hospital. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. As I shared, I will do my very best to get you those numbers via email.
All right, folks, you've been listening to Portland Police give an update on those two officers that were shot last night in the line of duty in the Sullivan's Gulch neighborhood. Right now, still a very active search for the suspect in this case. There have been no arrests so far. You also heard police mentioning body camera footage. That'll be a huge part of this investigation as the days go by here. Obviously, they're looking at that body camera footage for any hints. They're also talking to neighbors in that immediate area. So that'll be a big priority over the rest of today and also over the coming days in the search for the suspect, and then eventually when or if they're apprehended, then as the criminal case plays out. You mentioned police there. It's been some time since an officer has been shot in the line of duty in the city of Portland. I believe 2021 was the last time that officer did survive. These two individuals, it sounds like they are recovering at the hospital. And right now, police saying they are stable. Of course, we will have the very latest on this coming up on Coin 6 News at 4, 5, and 6. And at coin.com, you can also find the latest. We'll see you then.